Salama, Salama, children of Israel. My name is Mika Massa. Greetings to all my Bantu people outside there. I hope you're doing well. Today we will talk about uh, a special thing. We will talk about the tools and the materials that is found inside the scripture, and we will find them also in Africa. There are a lot of practices, and a lot of materials and tools that our forefathers used, the same things we use it today. And it's the same thing, like if someone says, Christ comes from the tribes of Judah, then we have to ask ourselves, when did the Europeans had tribes? Or if we say that David or we have Samson fought against lions, we have to ask ourselves, where did we see lions in the Middle East, or in Syria, or in Palestine, or in Turkey? Okay? No way. And we did never heard about the migration of such animals from north to south. Never. So how can someone write about lions, about the Nilpferd? Nilpferd is the animal that is in the Nile River, or how can you write about a leopard or any other animals that is in Africa if you never seen them before? That's why Europeans took the animals from Africa and shipped them to Rome and wherever. You can see it even today in museums or in bigger parks or shops. They have some of our animals inside there in something like a cage, or inside of something like windows, so you can see these animals. Or they have puppets of these animals, like monkeys, you see, or elephants, so you can buy those puppets. Why does the European nation, are they so fascinated of these animals? It's because they never lived among these animals. They never had the opportunity to see those animals. They are not they are not one with the nature. They never lived in such places like we did. It's not their history at all. Now, we will talk about something here today. It will open some people's eyes. Now, who knows why it is very important to learn about tools, animals, culture of a certain people at a particular point of time in the determined space? Consider how a Chinese man would react on hearing an account about an animal called Intare, this is the lion, when he himself has never stepped out of China. Since has never seen anything of that sort, I guess he would hardly follow the whole story. Now, you add salt to the wound by incorrupting in the story material used in the territory where the lion dwelt. For Yah placed wild animals in the Holy Land for a purpose. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. We have even birds. They know if in Europe it comes to the winter, they are flying home, and their home is Africa. Okay? Another egg. What will the Chinese man code for a wine press? Or threshing floor? Yeah? Sorghum shave, sickle, or a hand mill. Okay? Without African exploration by the West, even Europeans would have found the Holy Scriptures to be mystical book. Europeans learned that the Holy Scriptures are an absolute truth by touring in Africa. There they discovered all animals' tools of pottery for egg, Jewish fables, tradition, etc., exactly as described in the Bible. Yeah? To my surprise, Negroes don't give a damn about it, what they see around them, and measure the pattern. Here, this, you foolish and senseless people, who have eyes but do not see, who have ears but do not hear. Most of modernized technologies, tools used worldwide are a part of the biblical inspiration, and all prototypes are already present in the Holy Land. Guess where? That's why I have always to laugh on my page if people call us Hamites or they say many bad things about us, because our tradition, our Bantu tradition cannot lie. You see, everything can lie, but not our Bantu tradition, our Bantu customs. This cannot lie. Even if we scattered, we never change. You will find our tradition all around the Ancient Testament. We cannot flee from it. It is there. It is there. This makes us Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Even if I know that some of the particular names our fathers did not call us like this. Okay? But this book is 100% African. Okay? Bantu. Even some of the other African ethnies used such things that is described in the scriptures, because it's said that these people lived among us. We ruled over them, like it will be in the next years. We will rule again over all nations. Okay? So, let's go deeper into the scriptures. I hope you can see it well. I will make it a little bit bigger. Now, it is written, seek ye out of the book of Yah, and read, no one of these shall fail. None shall want her made, for my mouth it has commanded, and its spirit it has gathered them. Okay? Now go write it before them in the table, and note in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That's why many people does not understand. How can that be? Africans are not Israelites. How can that be? Black people are not Israelites. How can that be? You are not holy. Because we are forgotten, this means not we are not the chosen people. Okay? Yes, Yah abandoned us for a moment, but this means not we are not the chosen people. Okay? This is the problem that we have today. Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. This is it. Who is testify the most high in this moment here? In this moment, I thanks Yah that we have the Issachar couple, that they are doing good work. And in this moment, we have Jonathan and Messiah. Yeah, these people are representing Tatanzambin Pongu. We are representing the ancient and the first, the real creator in this moment. If other people representing their gods, it's for them. But in this moment, yeah, the Bantu culture is represented by us. So, and if you go to Africa's, you will find the Bantu culture, because they will represent it and tell you who they are. Not by saying they are Israelite, but by their behavior and customs and tools and materials and spiritual behavior. Yeah? You will directly understand. You have here the handmill. The handmill in Egypt. But we are coming to that soon. Also, now, the people went around gathering it and then ground it in handmill or crushed it in a mortar. They cooked it in a pot or made it into a cake. And it tasted like something made with olive oil. Okay? It's fufu. Okay? It's fufu. Everyone knows fufu. Okay? You have handmill, you have mortar, you have a pot. Okay? This kind of pots here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Here. And these materials. The mortar. Okay? Then you have here the sickle. Okay? It says, now, let me make it bigger. It says, as for all the hills once cultivated, okay, by the hoe, also the matok, you will no longer go there for fear of the briars and thorns. They will become places where cattle are turned loose and where sheep run. So you have the matok, okay, sickle. Also in Mark 4:29, threshing floor, wine press, hand mill. You have the sickle, clay. Then you have staff. You have the straw, bricks, axe, pestle, mortar, sieving, pang, bird. Notice that the hand mill was unequally used by women for grinding the cereals. Okay? That is why the Son of Man did allude to it in passing as follows. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill. One will be taken and another left. In Matthew 24:41. Okay? Typical African. Still today, same practices. Let's fly up to Wakanda, up to the Holy Land, yeah, not the Middle East, okay, and we will find those practices there. It will be a strange thing to see Bantu male with these hands on the hand mill. Now, you know why Isaiah mentions woman, not man, grinding with a hand mill. Therefore, the image you see everywhere in Egyptian museum with a female handling hand mill are true representation of the real life of Hebrew wife in action. Now, Mind you, many biblical translations versions have already been temperated with, and the Holy Scriptures are full of many heresies, terribly changing original names of meals, animals, landscapes, geopolitical arenas, names of characters, manners, to the point that one with a clear mind on reading scriptures would think that the Hebrew race was never a homogeneous people, and if they were, they are fictitious. A clear example is noticed when some biblical translations use the expression of bread and wine. As to most widespread favorable menu on the table for every Hebrew household, bread and wine replaced food and drink. I think early European industries needed bread and wine to expand their business. How can one notice that bread and wine is a heresy? Throughout the ancient book of prophecy, you see that Hebrews have been chiefly cattle keepers, herdsmen, and farmers by large. Their most preferable meal will certainly continue to be products of such occupation. That is why the Most High promised them a land of flowing with milk and honey. Not the Middle East. Not the Middle East. Not the Middle East. Not the Western Africa. But the southern part, of Africa. Milk and honey, where the equator is. From cattle and honey from bees. They also proved to love meat when they could no longer suffer manna. Also, consider the biggest mistake to interrogably use wilderness and desert. This is also so fake as synonymous. A desert is a parched, arid land of sand, mostly deprived of any life forms. Whereas the wilderness stands for an area free from human interference, inhospitable. The wilderness may harbor wild animals. Let me show you what I mean. Therefore, shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest. This is Micah 3 and 12. Okay? Now you have here that what I showed you in the movie here. Wild forest, desolate houses, okay? People that works in the mill, with all the tools and materials, mountains, rocks, you have waterfalls, you have all kind of treasures, okay, animals, okay, traditions, spiritual interaction, okay. Some translations remove completely the notion of forest, just to justify that fake Israel in Asia, even replacing mountains with rocks. Can you imagine? The high places also of Avon, the sin of Israel is solely shall be destroyed. The thorn and the thistle shall come up on their altars, and they shall say to the mountains, cover us, and to the hills, fall on us. Okay, here again, you can see what you need to have in Israel. Okay, there where Zion is. Okay, what you need to have in Jerusalem. Because Israel is the people. Okay, this is the truth here. No one can deny it. If you want to talk with a Gentile, ask him where all these things are. if you want to talk to one of your brethren that denied the truth, ask him, where are all these things? This is a tradition. It can't be moved away. Yeah? This is not your pants that you change every day. Okay? This is the truth. This is spiritual. This is the scripture. We cannot take it outside the scriptures. It is inside there. So where do we find those things? Where do we find it? If it is not in the mother home of us all that we call today Africa. Notice that the real Israel will be uninhabited land with savanna of thorns and thistle. Yeah? Even the so-called Jesus was with the wild animals in the wilderness. Yeah? They say wilderness. He was in the jungle. This is the problem of the scriptures. This is the problem that we have today. How can you understand Michael Massa? How? It is not easy. We cannot be friends. Because the things what you are reading, the most of our people do not, it's not the truth. Do not compare with the Bible. Everything what we are living through today, we have to find it in the scriptures. And then you will understand we lived it already. We are here today in Babylon. So you will find everything that was in the ancient time in Babylon here. If Israel, so Jerusalem, Zion, would be in the so-called Israel today, or Middle East, we will find our customs there. We will find our people there. We will find our traditions there. We will find mountains and all the things we have read here. There. But we cannot find it there. Not even tribes. Nothing is there. It's not in the Americas. It is not in the South America. It is not in Europe. It is not in Asia. But it is in Africa. That's why the Black Panther movie shocked many people. It shows very clear that these people live to still today in Africa, the so-called Hebrew Israelites. And Isaiah Congo, was there in the wilderness, not desert. Okay? 40 days tempted of Satan. And was with the wild beast, and the angel ministered unto him. Okay? Wilderness. Yeah? Savannah. Nice. With the fast of wild beasts plus wilderness, one can easily figure it out that this land is never outside of the sub-Saharan Africa. It is green region. Okay? Day of the darkness, I already know it. Document heavily on Uganda shame. And you will discover that they knew the real Holy Land. And I will make a video about it, about the Uganda shame. Because first they wanted to put and create a land of Israel that does not even exist, in Uganda. But this story will shock you. So, I hope you understand this small lesson here. My name is Mika Massa. If you have any question, ask me. I will see you soon.